Hi, I'm Jacques Haitkin, the director of photography.
Hello, my name is Andrew Divoff. I played M.
And this is Screaming Mad George, special makeup effects.
Oh my, we won an award.
Best special effects, Sieges.
Fantastic.
I was there in '97 with Wishmaster for the first time. Got invited for this, wasn't able to attend.
Yeah. Beautiful
busy.
city, Sitges.
Yeah,
By the sea.
beautiful city. That's a local TV station in Barcelona. Televisió de Catalunya. They,
great to
it's
hear
all
that
in
in
Catalan.
Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah. Been a while, huh?
Yeah. Fantastic factory. Great.
It's a good name. Who came
Yes,
up with
it
that?
is.
Was that Brian or Julio?
Julio, yeah.
I said what a pleasure it was working with these guys, Mark Frost, Isabel Brooke, the whole cast, including the Spanish cast. It really was kind of like working with a family. You know, a lot of trust. We sort of watched each other's backs.
Yes, a lot of giving.
Good man, funny man.
He really invested himself in this. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Monica was really great, I think.
Yeah, she was wonderful. Very, very sexy.
Yeah.
All the women in the show were sexy.
Yes, absolutely. Sexy and sensual, but that's Brian's into that, and Brian likes that.
Brian's
And
that,
well, he
yeah.
should. It's commercial and it's engaging.
This really was an
Oh,
international
that's a great
cast,
effect
too.
shot. That's
Beautiful.
actually a real bridge, though. That's not
Yeah.
a digital effect. That bridge, it's digitally enhanced, but the
Yeah.
bridge for the most part looks like that.
Music is very hard driving. Love the music. Love
Yeah.
the soundtrack in this.
Yeah, and these titles are fun.
Yeah.
Gets you into the spirit of it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
in your face, and then
And
you
then-
twist.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen to you. We're going to get in your face, and then we're going to twist you.
I wonder if those guys have seen it yet. What are David Quinn and Tim Vigil, the writers and artists,
The
respectively, of the comic book?
Oh wow! I guess they must have. But
I want to go back, Jacques.
yeah, me too. So does my wife.
Really?
Oh, this is great. This is a 3-axis head shot.
This got at least 19 people.
Oh, this is a cool shot. This is a split field diopter. I wonder if I should tell all my
No,
secrets.
please. Yeah.
There's a hidden close-up lens on only half the picture, so it's an in-camera optical effect that we're doing here.
Wow.
So
So it's like a bifocal?
it's a bifocal. Very good.
What-
Well
cool.
said.
What a trip.
A bifocal. Extreme bifocal.
You never seen the lines?
You didn't. We hit it well there. Yeah. You have to. This is a remote camera system here.
I love the fact that, you know, it was real. It was sort of hellish getting from location to location and so forth over there. But I gotta tell you, the gothic look of them, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't beat it.
once they're there, they're priceless. Wait till you see M's place.
Yeah, it's a great location.
Yeah.
Where the hell is he? Some party uptown.
I'm going.
The red vino flows.
It's funny, a lot of the fans that did see that screening at AFM at the American Film Market commented on Jeffrey's performance, saying that it was nice to see him in this kind of a role. It was a different role than he usually plays, and then sort of twists at the end. But for the most part, he's sympathetic and charming.
Yeah, and you know, nice.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't stop. Heard a scream, barged on in alone.
Who? Don't tell me.
That's Fermin Reshak there,
Lieutenant Margolis.
the gentleman with the mustache.
Move!
Nice man.
Great Catalan stage actor, and indeed a nice man. And a staunch Catalan.
Who's there?
The cuchillas, the blades, the knives. I like that effect. Thought they worked well, and it looked good.
Yeah.
I remember we were a little worried about the wristbands, you know, whether
Yeah.
they would, look right and so forth, work, but it really looks good.
Yeah, and with the cuts and the inserts like those.
Yeah, very
Sell it.
powerful.
There he is! Get it out of the way!
No! No! Hold your fire!
Move out of the line of fire!
He's not a threat anymore!
Move, goddammit!
Back off! You're not in charge here!
No! I am. Margolis, who the hell do you think you are? I gave you strict orders to stay in place
Look,
until I got
I thought
here.
I could save some
Well,
water.
you thought wrong!
Son of a bitch. Clear! Clear!
Jesus. The Chinese consul. No survivors.
Wait a minute, what about the woman?
What woman?
Out in the hallway, there was an Arab woman.
Corporal, what's the status?
All clear, sir. No survivors.
Look again. Well, thanks to you, this guy will get off with insanity. You should have wasted him.
Look, Dr. Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
Whatever. Just get him in shape enough to answer some questions, that's all I need. Oh, Jesus! I'm sorry. Oh, here, let me help.
Here's Isabel Brooke.
Yes.
I guess I get a little clumsy around beautiful women, doctors.
Dr. DeCamp is our specialist at jump-starting patients.
And this is Junix, Sian, the Filipino actor, great actor. Played in Miss Saigon, played Miss Saigon, as a matter of fact, on stage.
Yeah. It's similar to cognitive therapy. I use music to unlock doors in my patients.
This whole sequence is shot handheld, by the way, all the way back from the door. Every shot is handheld.
Wow.
You can't tell. It's
Very
but-
steady.
Yeah, but if you look here, let's see how.
Yeah, yeah. But that's cool.
I'm Lieutenant Margolis, that's my case.
Jade DeCamp. I'm the resident psychiatrist here. This is my patient.
Well, I can sure use your help. See, I don't think you did it alone. In fact, if you do come across anything, my cell number's on there.
Not my department. He may be a criminal to you, but to me, he's a patient.
Hey,
A bit
I'm
of
just
trivia
trying
for you
to
here.
get to the bottom of this, find out what the truth
Isabel, in the first Mummy,
is. Dan,
with Brendan Fraser, is the one lying when they go into the tomb. She's the one lying all mummified, wrapped up in the cloth, the bandages. She's the female mummy.
Really?
Yeah. And she had mentioned that as a credit, and I had said, because I thought I did, I said, "Well, I recognize you," and she says, "No, you don't." And she told me that. I was all wrapped in gauze. Same profile.
I like the way the picture's edited. It's like Sometimes it's literal, sometimes it's non sequiturs. And it keeps you off balance. I like that.
Yeah, Luis de la Madrid. Yeah,
I'm not gonna hurt you.
good job.
I'm here to help you. I just want you to be more comfortable. Now I want you to relax. Listen to the music.
See, and just in that frame there, Brian's got a good eye for camera. It's a pleasure to work with him because he really pushes to make things interesting, and I enjoy working with him for that.
What was it about the frame? The long shot in the
Yeah,
background?
just that one. It seemed like a very classic shot with the guy walking up the hall out of focus with him in the foreground. It's simple, too. Just even this shot where she's framed, her look space is short to accommodate for them. I like that kind of stuff.
There's no such thing as the hand. No woman. No band of conspirators. This guy's a loner. A deranged animal.
That's it, huh?
I just never
That's all
stopped
there is
getting
to
a
it.
kick out of the
There's
fact
no
that
grand
the fact that the crew was, the cast especially, was so international and just got together and sort of took the ride together, and,
Right.
and it all melds, the melting pot, as it were.
I'm still emailing my crew from Barcelona.
That's great.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
great.
Feds are taking it over. So hands off.
Please give them my regards.
Oh, I will. This is great.
Yeah, this was about, what was it, about an hour outside of Barcelona going north up the coast?
Yeah.
Beautiful mansion.
Amazing.
Was it wonderful?
It was.
Is this your entrance into the film?
Yeah, yeah, and this really is Monica's. This is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, except for her little piece in the.
He didn't
yeah,
go
that's
all the
a,
way.
That's
that's
piece.
a hell of an entrance.
She's very
There
beautiful.
was one last one.
Yeah, she is.
A cop.
Very sexy. Great lady.
He had him down. He had the blades right at the man's throat.
Monica's dad is Dutch, and her mom is from Catalonia. And
Right
she,
up
again, is very, very Catalonian. Very proud about it.
It wasn't like that. It was a choice.
Impossible.
Very tall girl.
He gave me a message.
Great body, in case you hadn't guessed.
We cast it.
Where is he now?
And she's got interesting looks. She's fun to look at.
I assure you.
Yeah. I think they, in Spain, they described her as a Bond girl, or that she would be a perfect Bond girl, and that's a great description. But I think it has a lot to do with this character that she plays here. I mean, her range is a lot wider than that,
This one.
a lot broader.
He's staying with us.
We did some fun things with color here. That hallway, all that green and orange back there is all part of a design concept.
That's cool. The sort of glows in the background.
Yeah, it's a comic booky sort of thing. You see that look at times in comic books, trying to echo that theme.
Well, the increasing random violence reported in the city streets. A city hall spokesperson has denied reports that the National Guard is on standby alert.
It's amazing lately how many movies, especially in the horror genre, have made use of the internet as part of the plot. Where would we be before that?
The thing is, oh, there's that hallway again. I love this, the fact that we see ceilings, we see we're on real sets.
I want to talk to you. I did my training at the University of Chicago. That's when I started working in music therapy. They say music is the key to the soul. Look, they're gonna take you away from here tonight. This is probably the last time we'll talk, and...
Mark is just great. He's just...
I want to know who you are. We haven't much time.
You recognize this one?
See, those cuts were great. It's very unsettling type stuff. I like
I'm all
that.
right, promise. What? You remember?
My name is John Jaspers. God, I remember everything. Blue, I have a question for you.
That was a
You ever believed in anything?
special diopter zoom back
Really believed?
from the brush.
I used to think I believed in art. But you know what? It's all form, no substance. Sometimes I can see the painting on the blank canvas even before I paint it. Sometimes I can feel it in my body. Does that sound crazy?
Yeah. Look what I have for you.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, I don't care. You have to eat.
Not now.
Yes, now.
You know, the order of the story is a little changed, and to see Mark, you know, normal and natural and happy, and it really is not a nice dynamic.
Yeah.
It's non-linear, which is...
Did you forget who smuggled you into this country? And who you didn't pay?
This scene is eerily reminiscent of overall of one of my favorite movies, which is Clockwork Orange, and
Yes.
especially this the violence to come, sort of unrestrained partying violence.
I swear to God I will.
Kill me? Interesting idea. Go ahead. Kill me. What do you think? Medium rare.
Ultra violence.
Gosh, great.
When Blue died, everything ended for me. In spite of all our science and technology, I always knew deep inside that evil existed. Darkness that possesses us when we cease to believe.
Here's the bridge again.
Yeah.
It's great.
You see it all over the place now in commercials,
Isn't that
car
amazing?
commercials. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and it was just we were going to shoot somewhere else, and then you know, there was some technical problem with the other place, and found this bridge. It was
That's great. That was a last-minute thing.
Yes, it was.
Great.
Wow.
Changed during the tech scout.
A great accident, because it is. It's like a landmark.
Yeah.
This is really sort of M's arrival in the movie.
Right.
It's a long way down. You won't even feel it.
Moment of terror suspended in eternity, and it's all over.
I don't care.
People commit suicide because they do care.
Suicide. Life. Death. Happy. Sad. Pleasure. Pain.
As I do recall, it was freezing that night. It was cold.
I know, and that wacky bridge was open. We couldn't close down the bridge, so...
I believe in nothing.
You know, every now and then I like to sort of get a piece of wardrobe, and I so wanted, before we even started filming, I said, I have to have this suit, and actually that was agreed to. I'm still waiting for it. It's a beautiful suit, though. Well, it was made over there from scratch, and the material, and just the whole concept, everything, the shirt and the tie and the pants, all made of the same material. Very trippy.
That's one of the nice things about shooting. You can get craftsmanship outside the country.
Yeah, amazing.
This is a classic moment.
Beyond good and evil, where all that matters are your desires. You can have the power to express what you feel inside.
I feel nothing inside.
Oh, you feel something. No question about it, you feel something.
I feel...
Hate.
Hate's nice.
For the one who put you here.
I want to tear his fucking heart out.
I can give you the power of vengeance. Forever.
The albino from hell.
All I ask in return is...
That was a trip.
Now you know what you'll look like 20 years from now.
Yeah, 20. Give it in about a year and a half at this rate. I'll tell you though, going through that hair, colored the hair, bleached it out, I think 5 times in 1 month.
Yeah, I know, that's tough.
Wow.
Let me stop talking. Let George take over here. Tell us a bit of what's going on.
Nothing here yet for me.
It was cool. I know that piece of that document, that contract was sort of hanging in the air.
Right.
I mean, you know, I made a reach, and the rest of it was sort of engineered, retro-engineered, if you will, into that sort of effect.
We did shoot the plates for it, though. It was planned, the camera angles and all that. But
I don't think I was there.
Great. I love him signing.
Yeah, you might not have been there.
Right.
Just one thing. There will come the time when you do believe in something.
I believe in nothing.
Yes, but there will come the day when you believe in something. And you will regret this deal you have made tonight. And on that day, that thing too shall be mine. You are the universe. Alpha and Omega, the beast with 10,000 young.
That's a great shot there with the one eye.
Now go forth and mutilate.
I know it was driving you crazy that night. I kept grabbing his hand in front of my face, kept forgetting, oh yeah, clear the damn thing.
No, it's sometimes, but you get lucky accidents, so I don't want to get too carried away. Sometimes the shadow falls right.
Cool stuff.
Here's the...
Now
There's one quick appliance. Then we have like a sardonic stage of the Faust. It's only for a second, you know. Then we wanted to use it for a couple of times during the transformation, but it didn't really work for any other place. And then this is the only section that you see it.
It's great here.
Yeah.
Because it makes you wonder as a spectator, did it really happen? Is he imagining it? Or,
right,
you know,
yeah.
Very, very trippy, very cool.
Now, if you're going to get roughed up, this is definitely
right.
That's the way to do it.
And this, actually, the scene, there is going to be a lot of gore effects. That was actually done by the Spanish, effects artist, Paulie and his crew.
Group, right.
And so you'll see a bunch of the dummy heads and all that stuff.
And this is Jasper's getting his first revenge, sort of getting some payback.
Yeah, we put red gel on the lightning effect.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's the plots.
You know what I love about Brian's work? He's so into expressionism, and it's so appropriate in the genre.
Yes, it is.
What the hell?
What's the matter?
Look at that shot. Everything is extreme, and it's great. Oh, that was a
I love
great
that.
transition.
That is
Yeah,
a great
that's a very
transition.
good one.
And it's
I'd love to know how you guys, or how they figured out to do that. That was on purpose?
That was unplanned. No,
Unplanned?
absolutely.
That's brilliant.
But that's good editing, seeing
Excellent.
the
Yeah.
potential in material.
I mean, I really, when I saw it, I said, whoa, wow. That's a good script, girl.
No,
You know?
The editing.
it's editing, and this film is well edited.
Yeah.
Schools, Miss Lonely Hearts, didn't you? From the suburbs to the university with daddy's money. No real life for you. What do you know about the face of evil? Cure it. Cure the world, all the baddies out there.
The ceiling is a false ceiling. It's in an actual location, but it's a foot below the real ceiling, and it had to be constructed in pieces with the lighting put in the middle, and then the ceiling finished around it. So the lighting had to be designed in advance.
And that's all the lighting you're using in there?
Nice transition.
This is my favorite scene. This is the imagery in this, and just the silhouettes. I mean, they're classic to me, classic horror, sort of iconographic images.
Right.
And I'm so lucky that I'm part of them. I really consider myself so.
Yeah. Those particular shots had to have a great deal of lighting in order to get the fire to read as dark, as rich.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, when you're doing it, you don't even think about stuff like that. You're just sort of in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's almost like acting to you. I'm just in the moment, and things are happening, and it's crazy. And you make choices on, instinct and...
No more.
He was charmed in many ways the whole show.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it now, and I don't even, I can't remember doing this stuff in a way.
You could kill and go back to being the man you were before. This is your destiny.
But still,
I can't.
you guys being in the moment is really what makes this. You can have lighting and everything, but if the actors don't invest, that's what brings it all together.
The pure ecstasy of it.
It's very impressive.
Not for you.
Thanks, Jacques. A lot of stuff to work with.
Yeah.
This sort of silhouette with the fire in the background coming up now.
You can't touch me.
That's wonderful.
That's what I need for my kids.
It's amazing. What's that? The fake nails? What?
No, the hand, and they just stop.
Right.
I see.
Look, beautiful moment for you, Andrew.
I really enjoyed it. Like you say, in the moment, then enjoy watching the heck out of it. Yeah, marzipan, yum. The film is very interesting to watch. There's no dull moments. Things are always happening, and things are interesting.
I could be your whore.
It's a great blend of like the hammerish
Yes.
era and really ultra modern.
The power from
Like,
a Lord Master.
You could pull some scenes out and put them right in a music video,
Right.
He does her weakness, and I know what it is. Together we can vanquish him.
Remember, when we shot this, we're in a warehouse where it's 20 degrees. And we're heating the water for them, but I mean, it is freezing. They were such troopers.
Yeah. Yeah, Joan's having a rough time.
Come play with me.
This is a cool shot.
Clara woman and you were lovers?
No. We fucked.
What happened at the embassy?
Sent me on an errand. Told me what I had to do. He was right. It was a craving, an addiction I couldn't resist. I was in hell, slaughtering demons. I'd become a tool, a machine. Giving the devil his due.
I should have died there. But I didn't. I conquered the urge. I stopped. I disobeyed him. Now they'll come for me to finish the job. You better get out of here. It's not gonna be pleasant. You don't believe me, do you?
I believe that this man M has some kind of hold on you. Some psychological power. But he's not the devil.
Oh, and music will soothe the savage beast. You got a lot to learn, little girl.
We are not animals. We have choices. We are not slaves to destiny. We can change what we do, who we become. You said you stopped. That was an act of will. You can do it again. That's why I'm not giving up on you.
Too late. They're coming for me tonight.
Only to transfer you to another facility.
They know who I am.
Isabel's great with her eyes.
Yeah, and it's all this mystery stuff too. It's a little bit of, you know, a more classic mystery too with her at this point. But that prior dialogue was very, you know, significant. They were arguing the age-old thing: do you have control over the destiny, or does the devil have you, or the evil in you take over, or do you have choices? That's at the source of this whole argument. It's age-old.
Jaspers, how's it hanging?
That's what gives the film a certain amount of gravity and not just a comic book thing, because as comic booky as it is, they're still talking about something that's very real in human existence.
That's true. I love that shot, by the way, that threesome. That's
wide,
a great shot.
Yeah, that was a
Great
wide,
shot.
special wide angle lens.
With every last breath, you will curse the day you crossed me. And wish you could still wear these. For the purpose they were intended. The purpose you turned away from, John. What? Nothing to say to me before I send you off to hell?
Oh, I'll be waiting there for you.
You won't be alone, John. I'm sending a friend along to keep you company.
I have no friends.
That's not what pretty Miss Jade DeCamp thinks. She actually felt you were quite redeemable.
This is between you and me. She has nothing to do with you.
There you go! And what did I tell you about caring for something? That thing too shall be mine.
You bastard. You touch her and I'll tear you.
Complain! Complain, complain! Yet I always give them exactly what they want. They always want to take it back. You can't, John Jaspers. Time to die.
Dialogue's pretty good, actually. I like it.
What are you going to do about that poor doctor?
I have something special planned for her, dear.
You look good in a tux, Andrew.
Mr. Vito, I wonder if I could ask you a favor.
The Gravediggers, Mark Martinez and Ronnie Svensson. Ronnie has a show in Sweden, has a TV show. He's a trip. He insisted on doing his own stunt. Later he gets blown through a doorway, as you'll see. Yeah. The lovely Claire blows him clear through a doorway. And he did his stunt himself. It was really like a kid in a candy store. I think he did it 3 times. Oh, more, please.
This is a great little American-style bistro in Barcelona.
Again, great lighting.
Yeah, I enjoyed lighting this place.
You're cordially invited to the screening of what?
Margolis.
This is Dr. DeCamp.
Jade, what's up?
I know his name.
What?
You're John Doe? They got his file. They knew who he was all along.
Wait, Who is they?
Dr. Yamamoto and the boys in blue. Didn't your boss tell you?
Where are you?
Cafe Dante, Sullivan Street.
I know the place. I'll be right there.
Great. I mean, this is a great series of cuts in here to go into there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good.
And this, I mean, nightmarish vision. Really cool effects here, man.
This too, it's a police skeleton here. And that's giving, what do you call, the pentagram.
The pentagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Again, this is, and you're hearing the music, I mean, it's perfect. Really dynamic. And coming up when he sort of gets out, this is sort of a great punctuation right here. Bam, yeah. Time to play. Very cool. Very cool, that shadowing there, filling in that F and the T there. How you see? How cool.
Funny, getting American cars in Europe is not easy. It's a very big deal. That's a Dodge Power Wagon back there.
That's a beauty. That's an old beauty. Look at that thing. These guys were good. These baddies.
Yeah.
Good scene here.
Oh, you know who's in this scene is Brian's son.
That's right.
Director's son right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Noah.
Here comes.
Finally comes my work.
Oh, that's great. I love that line.
Yeah, that is a great line.
There was a gentleman named Valgier who was
Valgier.
doing a lot of the doubling,
Yeah.
a lot of the stunt doubling, running along the wall there. He's a kung fu master who lives in Barcelona.
Yes, he was a great asset to us.
Yeah, we were lucky to have him.
This is a good concept.
Yeah.
The old can opener. That's the way I get into my car.
So the design of this costume, from the comic book, it was more like the, actually mask.
Mm-hmm.
And, me and Brian was like really trying to figure out what should we do, because he's, transforming into naked and, coming back and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And in the comic book, it's got like, belts and the pants and boots, and we can't really, transform into, nothing to, all of a sudden wearing a boots and, belts and all that kind of stuff. So our decision is to, make physically transforming to look like the mask.
Make it a more organic transformation.
Very organic, yeah. And, making accentuated the muscle.
I love that part of it. It's really good. That part I just...
Yeah, trying to make that to, this guy's, any of like, the pants or anything like that.
And I can attest, what's amazing about a suit like that is the amount of heat that it retains.
Yeah.
Because on those very, very cold nights, the guys with the suits were hot.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Can you imagine if it was summertime? Yes.
Yeah.
Why the hell did Marino tell me?
Dr. Yamato, tell me.
You're in danger, you know that. When he spoke to Jaspers, did he say anything that I can use?
Yes. Classic paranoid narcissism. He believes he's sold his soul to someone called M. Whole world hangs in the balance.
M?
Master of Mephistopheles. I don't know. It's a title, not a name. Schizophrenics often personalize suffering and injustice as some sort of devil tempting them into destructive acts.
Okay, did he mention an organization called The Hand?
He said he worked for them. What is it?
Some sort of crime syndicate. They're into mystic bullcrap, sacrifices, satanic nonsense. And look at this. Headed by a...
This is fun, lighting-wise for me. This is simple. You bring a hot light through and make it so bright, the bounce from the table lights their faces.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're sick.
It's sort of a low-budget trick in a way, because you need less lighting. One light sort of does it all.
That's great.
But, at least it's got, it's not flat.
Oh, that's great.
This is
smoked?
Yeah, the smoked, yeah, sure. And it was the smoke they use, it's not OSHA approved for here, I'll tell you that. Choking to death over there.
About John Jaspers? Oh, excuse me. I mean John Doe.
See, there's still a mystery story going on here.
Mm-hmm. There again, we have M's mansion.
Yeah, nice.
It was owned originally by and built by a Catalonian newspaper family. They must have sold a
He
few.
came out of nowhere. Like some kind of shadow monster.
Who came out of nowhere?
The demon. He got my boys.
And this is one of the scenes that lets you know that it remains faithful to the very graphic nature of the comic book. And for those of you who like that sort of thing, you're saying yay.
Oh, this was that's right, the old partially silvered mirror trick.
Right, and the dimming light.
Yeah.
I'll explain it to him, man.
It wasn't my fault.
This is all shot at night. That's all artificial light.
Fuck them all. Fuck him.
That's right. It was last shot of the day, as I recall. We're close, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is all
Put him in the ground.
artificial. But it's location. It's not a set. We're shooting on location there.
Okay.
No!
Ouch.
Now here comes the one of the interesting effects sequence here.
Yeah.
The Brian wanted to have lust on a very extreme way, and I think, originally the comic book had, M make her old.
Right.
Just like it looks like a corpse, just to take the life out of it. But the Brian thought this is really not that interesting, and let's do something different.
Something different. Well,
something different. And
you did.
Yeah, and let's do lust, like the extreme lust, which would be once M touches the section, all the parts starts getting more voluptuous, and more sexy, but it goes too much.
How long would you say that whole process took to do the makeup and so forth?
Well, we had large breast appliance, and that took quite a while because it has some other things inside of the breast. So the edges are very fragile. It's not really goes into the right place.
Right.
So I had to really glue down and stretching and I have to futz around it. So that's one thing that it took me a lot of time.
Yeah, it was a complicated
Very
procedure.
complicated. Yeah. And then there are various different sequence here. And the breast is one of the main thing. And the next one was like her face really stretching. That's gonna come out at the end. And those are again, it's a really wide piece of appliance. I had to glue down around her face. And
amazing.
Yeah. And here is a digital effects starts coming up. Well, first we wanted to do practical, with actually make the water and stuff inside and do that. But Brian decided to do that digitally.
In stages.
Yeah. And here's the sequence. And of course, it's another society type of things where liquid shoots out. And I storyboarded pretty much on this whole sequence.
And I think the word you used was different.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Again, there are
very different.
Yeah. So it's the breast and the buttocks starts getting bigger and bigger, and everything else starts shrinking, and so she would become just a breast and the butt.
It's amazing. I saw the miniature you made of it too. It was really, really what you did. You captured her face.
Yeah. Well, we had to,
miniature was amazing.
Postpone, post the face onto it. But.
No, that you betray me only insofar as it serves my purpose. Thank you for reminding me. When there's a problem, it should be taken care of.
Yeah. What was that? Did you apply Ultra Slime on her? Is that what that stuff was?
Ultra Slime. And again, that was cold.
Yeah,
too.
that stuff really it conducts the cold.
I know, and we're shooting in that hospital, and it's...
Yeah, that was
no heat.
They shouldn't be here at all.
In case he might show up.
All clear, sir. We'll be right outside, ma'am, if you need anything.
This is my attempt at sunset here. End of the day. So, most of the movie shot at night, so it's all artificial light.
It's good. Yeah, the pink oranges.
Yeah. And the blue. See, it's extreme. Everything here is sort of over the top. You take it to a certain level and say, okay, we'll just go a little bit more.
He was my hero. He died. Thank you, Lieutenant.
You need anything? Anything at all? You have my number, right?
I'm okay.
I like a lot the lighting and the colors, especially compared to like Dick Tracy, for instance, which they were trying to emulate the comic book and ended up with cartoon.
It was,
Yeah, and here the lighting and the colors are it's kind of a nice pastel, really warm.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Dick Tracy, but I guess it drew attention to itself. That to me is a problem. In other words, things should just...
I love this shot.
Yeah, this is a
love
great
this
shot.
traveling.
This is actually shot second unit.
I mean, the lineup like that and traveling down, and basically it tells a chronological sort of a tale.
And here is Smooth Man.
Why is it the ladies are always most vulnerable in the bath or the shower?
Well,
never the walk-in closet.
This was a great flat, too. This.
Don't hurt me.
Please, Jade. I cleaned the blades, but they want to get dirty again.
What are you doing here?
I just had to see you. I have to protect you from him.
From who?
Him. He wants you.
He wants to kill me. He doesn't even know me.
Not just to kill you. For something worse. Much worse.
Here comes the first time you'll see his real transformation. And again, I designed the whole sequence here, and even did some digital, planning. So it's like real quick forehead, and then going into like each individual foot and all that kind of different things, knowing that's gonna be actual practical transformation, change of foot and the morphing at the same time.
Right.
So it's not just a simple morph, it just have that both in there. And this is actually
great.
many overlays of the elements. And we had the chest, and that has the spike coming out from the chest, and appliance, and also the background and the plates are moving. Everything was together.
Amazing. That was a great idea and very practical.
Yeah.
In the true sense of the word, to show the transformation that way, a foot and
Right.
a joint of an arm, and then the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of times you'll see either completely digital transformation or just a practical only. And now I think we are doing those like in half and half.
That's good.
And it's really, I think it's
Demons he sent.
interesting.
They all work for him.
Listen to me. Just give yourself up, and then I can help you.
Help me! Help you mean? Why don't you just admit it? I'm the pornography that gets you hot!
Godred! Officer down! Assailant is pursuing Dr. De Camp into the 12th Street subway! Godred!
Subway sequence.
Subway, yeah.
I heard a lot about this. I didn't participate this
Well,
night.
it's very pressure-filled because the trains have to go back online when they need to go. You can't go over schedule. so-
Right.
Beautiful subway station. I love shooting in subways.
It wasn't curvy enough, I think. The Brian wanted to shoot more like an S-curve.
Right.
A lot more. So you actually train is going back and forth, and you'll see a little bit peak of each other. But they didn't have enough of it. So, but I think they cut it together really well.
Yeah.
Here. Can you hear me? Jade. Jade!
That's cool.
Jade! Margolis! Go! That way! Now!
It's okay now. Yes, it's fine.
What's he doing
This,
here?
this is just for your protection.
I never thought it would be you, Jade.
Talking about.
Calm down, keep still.
Okie doke.
No!
Yeah, the story, at least it has a solid thread. The characters, the mystery part of it is there, which is great. It's not just the horror. There's a good mystery with innocent people being dragged into something they don't understand, and the layers are slowly peeled away. That is a nice shot. That's got to go on the reel. That's got to go on the reel.
Jay, forget something?
I mean, the bodaciousness of trying to shoot a sequence like this on a real train in a subway between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and getting all these shots and all this complicated stuff.
That's another Brian's son, youngest Logan.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. There he is.
The whole family's.
Just watching Mark there, and it's really tough for an actor to play a role like this, which ultimately is supposed to be a sympathetic role, and to pull it off, which he's doing with all of the violence that comes with him. You still manage to sort of, I don't know, see him as an underdog.
Yes.
It's really, surprisingly really well worked with, Belzier's, height and mark is so different.
Yeah.
Still, once it's like,
Well,
cut together, it just you never really know the differences.
Well, the outfit sure helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the
actually,
outfit helps.
for Belzier's, I actually cut the entire stomach section out, and then we sewn together.
Wow. You had to do an operation.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time when he came up, and and okay, he's gonna do that stunt, and we go, oh my god.
More work, no sleep tonight.
No sleep.
This is a cool shot here.
Yeah.
I like the process of, in proportion how these guys, is the screen there, they get smaller and smaller. That's very cool. I think that process was sort of invented for the Star Wars movies a while ago, huh?
Which one?
The process of having the pilot in a window and the pilot is filmed elsewhere and then fit in.
Compositing.
Yeah.
It's actually been around a while, but it's changed all the time.
Yeah.
As new technology comes, but it's basically always the same. You're putting one thing inside another. I'll tell you, though, a credit to Brian, too, also, is that he tried as much as possible to do effects in camera and do things in front of the camera.
Right.
And considering when the film was done, it has a surprising number of in-camera effects.
Yes, and I like the fact that that's really dictated by choice as opposed to the money that's available.
Oh, absolutely.
Conscious choice, that's very cool.
What if I am more than human?
That's not true, I don't.
Your science blinds you.
And this stage of the appliance was actually the gelatin appliance instead of a foam latex. The final one is foam. So this has a lot more translucent, more real skin-like texture to it. I think it reads more like the skin rather than foam.
Does that mean you sculpted it out of gel, or you
no.
molded it?
It's molded. It's the casting was the gelatin. Usually, we use a lot of it, foam latex, because it's easier to work with.
Right.
So, but yeah, for this, it's really need to blend to the skin a lot more.
That's great.
So.
Great. It's great, you know, even knowing these guys and watching it as a spectator now when you want them to get together as the characters.
Yeah.
I'll say it again, it was a pleasure working with these guys and the whole cast. It was a great experience.
It's very spooky, very spooky. The cutting is good.
That's why I couldn't have any lovers. I couldn't love anyone. I was raped when I was 11.
By who?
I don't know. I don't remember. In my dreams, he has no face. I called him the smooth man. Skin was so smooth. They found me. I was bleeding.
Sleep, I'll watch out for you.
That's a very comic book color thing going there.
The blue.
I believe the commissioner has something he wishes to share with us.
Yes?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, now, this is something, huh? I'm Lieutenant Margolis, here to see Marino. Is he around?
You know, it really is impossible for the commissioner to be disturbed.
That's all right. That's no problem. I can wait.
I have a meeting with the mayor tomorrow morning. He wants to know why the police have failed to apprehend the embassy killer, John Jaspers.
A great collection of faces in here, you know. This group.
I could tell him Jaspers should be dead. I could tell him that Jaspers seems to have acquired the capacity to survive close-range gunshots. I could tell him Jaspers has become a threat to an important ceremony which a group of select individuals have been planning for hundreds of years. I could tell him that the man responsible for Jasper's actions, the man who created him, as he's so fond of saying, has lost the power to control his own creation. Of course! If I told him all of that, he'd think I'd gone crazy! What do you think? Am I crazy?
Why no, Commissioner? You are confused and deluded and weak. It is you who have failed.
And what about the ceremony tonight? Have you lost control of Jaspers? Is there a chance?
Chance is a blind goddess. We live in a random, chaotic universe.
That's fucking bullshit! The truth is, you can't stop him. The more you try, the stronger he gets.
Which of you here agrees with the Commissioner? Bit of trivia there. You see the guy at the end. That is Valgier with the sort of a silvery necklace around, holding the sword. He's the gentleman who actually doubles in
stunt
Faust's
Faust,
suit.
right?
Yeah.
Have I not destroyed everyone who ever stood in our way?
Do you not have all you ever asked of me?
Well, that was a long time ago.
You were nothing. I gave you riches. I gave you power. I gave you lives. How soon we forget.
That's another SFX sequence where the second unit stomach breaking and actually composited right into his stomach.
That's amazing. How many people did it take for that process to happen on the set right there?
I think it was 4.
Amazing.
Because it's very difficult, because everybody has to sit behind, hide behind him,
right,
and have only hands to, pull his,
to
appliance
stay out of frame, right?
Yeah, and that was really.
Plus, George was under the pressure of time, and we were shooting at first unit, which is not.
Right.
A lot of it was first unit, and the pressure is not right to do it that way.
Right.
Sit down.
Bravo, darling. The manifestation was one of your finest. Your power is growing as the Red Giving draws near.
How did Jasper survive? It's impossible.
Chaos thrives on the impossible. Jaspers is using the magic for his own end.
He's with the Horde, Doctor.
Ah, yes. Jade. She's the one who planted the seed of hope in him. She believes in him. Take that belief away, and what have you got?
That's an interesting shot.
Yeah.
Shape of things to come.
Yeah. Another example of cutting
Right.
way out
Interesting
of
cutting.
sequence, but
Right.
foreshadowing.
Subliminal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Everything is different now.
Don't wake him up. Look, I found out the truth. I'm at the estate of this M. He's for real. I saw him.
So Jaspers was right all along.
But not only that, I found his contract with him. Now I've got a plan. A way for you to save Jaspers and for me to put away M for good. But I need you to come here right now. Alone.
That house. Beautiful.
Jeff acting a little squirrely there.
You have a visitor.
Why are you so nervous?
Please, Claire. I'm in no mood for your childish seductions.
After tonight, he'll be whole. He'll have no need of you anymore.
You have nothing I want.
No? Not even M's secret magic? His darkest, innermost secrets?
Secrets?
His knowledge, his power. I can give it to you.
How?
M's power is peaking, and that means he's at his most vulnerable. You know it. Think what we could do, Yuri. Just the two of us.
Do you realize what you're saying?
Only what we've both been thinking for a long time now. There's no retirement plan with him. Once he's through with you.
She's fun to watch.
How can I trust you?
You can't. You balance the drugs he needs to keep his body going. Improvise something tonight. Something permanent. Then you and I will proceed with the rite of red giving. Except we won't be doing the giving.
There you are.
Sinumque crucis quod nunc facio et provora nostra.
May Mephistopheles himself now rise up to serve us. Dr. DeCamp, this is indeed a pleasure.
How could you?
Oh, don't you dare judge me, you hypocrite. Did you have a good time last night?
His change of character is great.
His transition, yeah.
All right. Anybody gets around you, Andrew, they're done for. This is nice. How this.
We do understand each other. I love to use.
Let John out of his agreement.
And if I don't, will you sue me? Call the police. You think this is all just some wild hallucination, don't you?
What satisfaction can you possibly get from tormenting John Jaspers?
Is that a riddle? Bear with me, I'm a little out of practice.
Stop it!
Wait, I know. What do you call a woman who seeks to make a monster into a man? If the poor wench believes that all men truly are monsters. You can never forgive men for the harm they've done. For the terror, the pain, the humiliation.
So you read my file?
You want Jasper's freedom from me? Very well. It's a deal. His freedom in exchange for something you'll never use anyway. Your body.
No!
Serve as the vessel for my seed.
So am I sick enough for you now, Doc? You know, for a long time I refused to accept it, but the truth will not be denied. He will not be denied. I was blind, but he let me see that he is the truth. And sooner or later, he always wins. Every time. Always has and always will. And that is the truth.
And that's. Now I'm getting scared.
Jay?
The dialogue's pretty good here, actually.
Jay? Jay! After tonight, I will need this no more.
This was a cool Screaming Mad George transformation here.
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
I remember when we were doing this, as a matter of fact, I remember falling asleep on you a few times, George.
Right.
Making it more difficult for you.
Well, yeah, that was actually, it wasn't planned. You know,
Right.
in the beginning.
Right.
Brian wanted, okay, well, we need Aftermath, so we got to do it now. And I said, oh, okay.
Right.
And actually, we didn't have time to do the actual transformation in between, you know, from normal to going to that.
So it's more of a reveal.
Reveal rather than, yeah. This Ultra Slimer is really the hit of it.
To give the devil his due.
Honey, I want a divorce.
There's a stunt coming up here with Ronnie. This is the one that he did himself. It was a ratchet.
3, 2, 1.
Boss? You killed the boss?
I'm the boss now.
Ha! Why should we take orders from you?
Because mine is bigger than yours.
Oh.
No, please. I'm with you, you know.
Go and get
How was that effect done, George? Was that a spray on Mark off?
That's all.
Somebody sprayed him, or?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Very effective.
That's cool.
Sometimes low-tech solutions are
That's it.
the
quite
best.
the way to go.
The best.
Just right off camera, just.
That's cool.
Who are you? You can call me M. Didn't Jasper tell you about me? He fucked me before he ever fucked you. Does that make you angry? Or hot? Angry?
The guy who did the hair on the show, including my hair, bleached it, Kim Grau, was quite an artist. Amazing. I got a chance to see his book, and the sculptures that he can do with hair. I mean, he could turn a lady's head into a tree. It's amazing, the stuff he can do.
It is so delicious to correct.
What are you doing to me? Please, let me go. I can help you.
I can help you. You believe there are only 2 roles for a woman in this world, don't you? Victim and whore. You are the victim and I am the whore. But there's a third way, sweetheart. You kill the man who owns you, and you become master.
From this point on, the filming was pretty grueling for both ladies. I mean, they were pretty much tortured in every scene. I mean, it was these scenes were grueling. They may not take too much time on film as you watch it, but the whole process, yeah.
Split field shot.
It was a nice nap.
That's great.
Is that your hand?
No, it's not. That's another actor doing that. I don't know who, but it is. Good job. Lovely. Love the wardrobe.
I remember the day we shot this. It was late at night. She was tired. She did not like being in that cage.
Yeah. I'm wondering why. Well.
Don't deny who you are. It's a pleasure you already enjoy. Go deep in the pain and remember.
Well, Claire's got the upper hand for right now, but wait till you see what she's got to go through.
Actually, it's me.
That's you in the mask.
Yeah, I was in the mask and I was on the theater.
This is a great shot.
How was
the
that?
The camera's turned sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're giving away all our secrets.
Oh, wonderful!
So she's standing up. They're both standing up.
And the bed set was put on end, and
Correct.
so. Oh, that's great. I love it.
Very old technique, but it works.
I love it.
Really
I love
great.
it.
That's another low tech.
That is so cool. Was the rest of the set faithful to whatever piece you had chosen for the background? You just moved everything?
Just everything was turned 90 degrees.
Very cool.
Forced perspective.
Pain and pleasure are one.
wasn't in him all the time. There's only one time.
In the mask?
Yeah, the other time is that father figure. You know, he was wearing that thing.
She's not acting there, practically.
Yeah, no.
We said cut, and she kept going. Poor thing.
Surprised to see me.
I bet she's pleased with it, though, now, because it's so real.
Chosen companion of my life's path.
We have thrown this petty planet into chaos. Violent flux.
I do like the white hair, Andrew. Definitely works.
Yeah, I was amazed, you know, at how much effect just a simple change like that can have, you know, and help. Not to mention, obviously, physical makeup effects. But the hair, I'll tell you, walking around a Roman Catholic town at Christmas time with white hair, looking like the albino from hell, was a trip. And actually helped, in an odd way, helped prepare for the role of this ultra misfit, for M.
In a way, it's another in-camera effect.
Yeah.
In a form. This was a real church. It had been not a working church. It had been long abandoned in the hospital, in an abandoned hospital. But
there we see Claire in the background, stretched out on a sort of a St. Andrew's cross there.
And she's dressed in, what was that?
Mud.
Mud.
Yeah.
She's encased in mud.
And it's freezing. That also conducts the cold.
Absolutely freezing.
And mud, when it starts drying, it really pull the skin. It starts like, you know, maybe tightening it.
Yeah.
It's really painful. I've done a couple of mud makeup, you know, so everybody complains how hurt it is.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this effect of, actually it's not an effect, it's actually thanks to Jacques and the angle of the snake coming out the belly button.
Yeah.
Was really, and again we were fighting time, was directed, as I recall, out loud in some instances by Jacques to make sure that we got the right angle and that it looked in fact like it was coming out of the stomach. So this is all done on set and captured with the angle. Usage of the sort of foreshadowing, as you'll see.
Till the 1,000 years should pass. Men call Walpurgisnacht. Then shall he be loosed.
It's wonderfully unsettling.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's great.
Is that sweetheart? Nicest albino python I ever met.
I've worked with several, actually. This was like the third or fourth.
Wow.
They always behave well. I enjoy working with snakes. They're the best animals to work with.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
it was very, very, I don't know, I want to say sweet. It was kind of, it's got no limbs, it can't give you a hug, but somehow, I don't know, there was a bit of communication there.
Yeah, they're very cooperative for films, amazingly so.
We got acquainted and so forth. Apparently, when they're upset, they breathe through their nostrils a little heavier than usual, and let you know that's a way of letting you know, I'm getting pissed off.
That's a green screen shot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Yeah.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. That was shot in a garage. Before the sequence, actually.
Wow.
We had to anticipate the shots.
Right. And we made the dummy head of.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's the trainer, though.
Yeah, that was actually
that
trainer.
Oh.
It's like.
Okay.
You're cutting
It was
together.
a combination
Yeah,
of both.
combination.
That was the
dummy head.
Yeah.
And
This gentleman here is actually shaking because of the cold.
It's
but
cold.
It's so
freezing.
perfect.
And poor guy, I had lights on and everything to
Yeah,
try and it didn't
yeah.
help. The lighting wasn't enough.
But the effect, I mean, he was chilled literally to the bone.
Yes.
It was the cold was coming from inside out at that point, I think.
this red giving was such a funny sequence. When
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
set.
trippy.
Like,
It was obviously very graphic, very violent, but I mean the group there, the extras that were cast really put their heart and soul into it. Made all the difference in the world.
This is, you know,
it's really, yeah, it reminds me of the society which, you know, me and Brian first worked on. And the ending was just this insane orgy.
Right.
But this one is a little more bloody. The society was a lot more the gooey.
Yeah, this was something.
this is very unsettling. I mean,
Yeah.
to gore
Yeah,
fans, it's, you know,
Yeah.
fun. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you, for people, you know, and that's what's good about it. It's has an impact.
Some great action, great moves.
Yeah.
That incidentally was that coming down from the ceiling. That was a great
That
shot.
was shot. Yeah, it's a great shot.
And here Jade, so out of character, really going to the edge with her character there and making her quite sexy. Nice arc to her character.
Yes, absolutely. Again, that investment you all made to this thing.
She's wonderful. Another a little bit of trivia for the fans out there. You'll see a dagger play a role coming up here, and what we did, we sort of the principals in this scene, being Mark, Isabel, and myself, we gave each other the gift of the dagger. We bought 3 daggers, and each time there was a cut, we brought a new dagger in and made sure that, well, we don't know which dagger was actually ended up in the film, and we each have one of them, and it's kind of a gift, so we keep it. And,
that's great.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Oh, Johnny. Anyone home? Patient seems to have gone into a catatonic fugue state.
You've got a lot of good lines, Andrew.
Yeah.
I know you're in there, Johnny. I'm glad you could drop by. You didn't really have a choice. You never have. You were always mine. And mine alone. Time of the beast is upon us!
Now, yeah, the Beast. It's the entire second unit things in Los Angeles, and we had to go through a bunch of difference on the design. You know, I did the very organic baby design in the very beginning. Brian didn't like it, so yeah. Paulie's crew, the one kid, had the a sculpture made, which really kept Brian's attention all the time, which has a snake-like head with a masculine body. And, he really liked the maquette, so he was deciding to do that. And then Paulie's crew were making the creature, and somehow when it starts getting larger scale, Brian didn't like it. And finally he asked me to do again with a different design.
Right.
And but he wanted to have this snake elements, and I was thinking, well, if we don't do a normal snake thing, there's something else. And I came up with more of a surreal approach. If the snake's mouth open and another snake's head comes out, and then open and another head comes out. So the creature itself is all just a combination of the head, and then and it makes it more like the snake. It seems like, yeah, here it's coming out. You see that, and Brian actually liked that design.
Isn't it obscenely beautiful?
When Daddy raped you, you loved it. Was the only love you ever knew. Was all you ever wanted. And that man is trying to take it away. He needs to be punished.
This is the dagger in question.
I see.
I'd mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, this creature is actually the person inside when it's really full grown, and there is a rod to puppeteer the head. And both we did the blue screenshot, and also we made practical background like this one, and we managed to use some, cable and a rod and hiding behind of it. And I think he used just the best parts of it.
And the CG, where was that done? Do you know, George? Was that done in Spain?
I think it was Italy.
Italy.
Italy? Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought. They had some Italian guy doing it.
Because there was some company in LA was doing it, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But it was like it's changing here and there, and I'm not sure. These were done in the second unit in LA.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Brian called me while I was in Ireland, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it was when I was in Bucharest. That's when he called me, and I had to brief the DP who was shooting these things, tell him what gels and all of that, so he could match things.
It won't work, Em.
All those moves in the fight look great. It's tough, because obviously Mark was fighting something that wasn't there.
Most passionate, closest to my own voraciousness.
My way.
We have a pact. You can't touch me.
I'll see you burn in hell forever.
No more tricks! Let him go!
You want your precious lover's soul back. What will you give me in return?
Whatever you want.
Soul of your unborn child.
You're insane.
Don't, Jade. I guarantee John Jasper's release from me.
It's a deal.
Your contract is dead, and so are you. Child, you are mine.
Not quite. You should have done your homework. I can't have children. When I was raped, I was just 11. But the damage wasn't only mental. I have no womb.
I thrive on the impossible.
I can't move.
No, John. You're not. It's just another of his tricks, don't you see? Remember. Remember us.
You're dead! I buried you! You're dead!
We're both dead.
Don't leave me.
From the moment I tasted revenge, my fate was sealed.
There's a great series of intercuts here.
Sometimes I can see the painting on the blank canvas. And in my body,
First time I saw this, I really, really felt for Jade, Dr. DeCamp, for her character. And you could see the love there she had for him. I kind of flashed on the idea of her being good, a good muse, and Claire being the bad muse to this Faust.
Mm-hmm. Quite a classic tale. Very good.
Yeah. Good work, lads.
Okay.
Oh yeah, great. Well, definitely. I mean, I'd love to say thanks first of all to Brian Usna, for insisting on me and for his help and directorship, and of course I just want to send out love and hellos and thanks to the Spanish cast and crew.
Yes.
For making the stay so enjoyable and really and for helping us endure the hardship of a tough film to make. Tough little film to make.
It was. It was technically difficult, but we all invested. And yes, I want to say thank you also to the great crew, the great Barcelona crew, and to Brian for pushing me to my limits and having such a great cast to be inspired by. That's very much. And a great script, too. Yeah. It's all there. You see it. It's fun to watch. I really enjoyed seeing this film.
Yeah, and big congratulations to a fantastic factory into Filmax.
Yeah.
This is the first in a series of films, and basically shows that what can be done over there. We were talking about artisanry before, artistry. Well, plenty of it here.
Right. And for my thanks to, of course, Brian and Furio and all the crew of my crew of my FX Inc., which everybody worked so hard on it, and
big crew.
It was like, yeah, it was so much stuff that we had to make, and we didn't have enough time again. And also on set we had to do so much, and I really want to thank for the Poly, Spanish crew, because on the Spain, me and the one, what's his name?
Eric.
Eric, yeah. Okay. Yeah, me and Eric is only one coming out from LA, and we needed
20 more people.
Help, and they were very, very helpful, and I think I'll really thank for them. And of course, an entire Spanish crew and everybody in the show was very nice, and I think I thank everybody.
Yeah.